Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope guys you all will be fine. Kindly subscribe my channel and like my all videos. In the yesterday lecture, I will tell you about the plant nutrients. I am back with a lot of new knowledge and with a lot of new researches. Today, I will tell you about the further plant nutrients. Just first recall the plant nutrients is the study of the chemical elements and compound necessary for the plant growth and reproduction, plant metabolism, and their external supply. In the yesterday lecture, I will tell you about the major or the plant nutrient that was the nitrogen. That is the primary macronutrients. As I told you yesterday, that macronutrients are those kind of nutrients that are required for the plant in the large quantity. Now, today I will tell you about the second primary macronutrient, that is phosphorus. Let's begin. Phosphorus is a chemical element symbol, atomic number 15. Phosphorus is in two major forms: white phosphorus, red phosphorus. It is highly reactive. It nearly found as a free element on the earth. Functions responsible for the regulation of protein synthesis, increased stalk and stem strength, increased flower formation and seed production, increased resistance to plant diseases. If you are facing any sort of the plant diseases, it increases the resistance to kill that germs, to kill that insects, or to kill that things, to resist this plant, stimulate root development, increase nitrogen fixing capacity of legumes. These all are the function of the phosphorus, that if it is present as a nutrient in the plants, that they will work these all things. Now, if we having the deficiency of this phosphorus content or this phosphorus nutrient, what will happen? The plant are stunted and older leaves often dark dull green in color. The stunted means they're having this small height. Stem and leaf stalk may turn purple. The stem and the leaf stalk may goes to turn purple. Plant maturity is often delayed. Plant will be dwarfed or stunted. As I told you above, that it will be dwarfed or stunted, means having the no height of the plant. Toxicity, very rare and usually buffered by pH limitations. Excess phosphorus can interfere with the availability of the copper and zinc. Mobility. Mobility, as I told you yesterday, that mobility is the mobile nutrient, that if it can be mobile, that it can be moved from one place to another. Phosphorus is a highly mobile nutrient. Deficiency symptoms will appear in older leaves. Here you have been facing the some deficiency of the plant. Here this is the plant. This is the plant with having the large height and having lot of plants, that it having a phosphorus in the as a nutrient in their soil, while this plant it is dwarfed, stunted growth, and it having no phosphorus nutrient. Here you are facing the leaves. Some leaves are green, but some leaves are brown or purplish color, that it having the less concentration of the phosphorus. Now here you also face the problems. Look at a leaf having the purplish color. Look at here as well. They having the less concentration of the phosphorus in their plant. Now move toward the fixing, how to fix that phosphorus deficiency in the plant. If you are facing any phosphorus deficiency in the plant, how to fix it? Since most nutrient solutions and the fertilizer contain phosphorus as a key component, it may templating to the simple ramp up to dosage. However, this may lead to your over supplying other nutrients to your plant. If you are having the fertilizers, if you are using the fertilizer for the phosphorus deficiency, it is good, but it these fertilizer containing other nutrients, that you leads to oversupply that nutrients to your plant. If you are supplying overdose to the plant, that affects your plant most probably uh, other things. Instead, to try phosphorus rich additive like superphosphate, you can also consider options like bone meal or phosphate rock. Just remember to choose the correct product for your growing medium. Here you having some pictures, that is the bone meal, rocks, phosphate rocks. You having the chemical fertilizer for the phosphorus concentrations. Okay, now the second macronutrients we having, that is potassium. Potassium is also a macronutrient, primary macronutrients, commonly considered as a quality nutrients. Plant absorb potassium in ionic form. Highly mobile. It is also a mobile nutrient. The primary nutrients nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The thrice are the mobile nutrients. Now the functions of the potassium, if it is present in the soil, what will happening as a nutrients in the plant, what will happening, control the opening and closing of the stomata, important in the biochemical reaction in plant activities, enzyme responsible for specific function, facilitate protein and starch synthesis in the plant, plays a role in osmoregulations of water and other salts in the plant tissues and cells. These all are the functions of the potassium. Now deficiency, if you're having the deficiency of the potassium in the plants, what will happen? Chlorosis may cause yellowing of the leaf, lead to shedding, defoliation of the leaves. That you have facing the problem of the leaves, that it will be shedded, it will be going to be yellow. Stunted growth, as I told you about the nitrogen phosphorus, if you having the less concentration of the nitrogen phosphorus or potassium, you will face the plant growth stunted, lead to slow growth or poor development root and stem. Toxicity, leaf tip and margins necrosis, means the causing the death of that cells. Look at here, you having this some impact pictures in which you are facing the first. In the first picture you will see that the edges of the plant become necrotic, the cells become deaded. In the second picture as well, and in the third picture as well, you will face the problem. In the first initial picture you have will feel that it having the less number of the deficiencies become less, the more in the second it become more, and third and at the last stage you will feel that the potassium concentration is become very less amount. Here you also face the potassium deficiency in the plants. Now, how to overcome this potassium deficiency? That most nutrients you having the fertilizer, if you are using the fertilizers containing the phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium, that is suitable, but this may lead to your supplying over. If you are using the potassium deficiency, you are using the potassium deficiency nutrients, and you are using the fertilizer of the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, that it will lead to oversupplying other nutrients to your plant. To fix the potassium deficiency, you can try potassium rich additives such as potassium sulfate, tomato feeds, or organic sources such as seaweeds or cats. It also worth keeping in mind that some of these solutions may alter your pH. You are facing the deficiency of the potassium, it will changes your pH of the soil. So if you are using these things, it can also alter your pH solution. Here you having some pictures of these. In the first picture you having the potassium sulfate in a white powder form. Seaweeds, you are used as fertilizer. Here you having the organic tomato feeds, and it is also a potassium sulfate fertilizer. Thank you. Hope you like my video. Kindly subscribe my channel and like my all videos. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.